You know, one of my favorite things that Mortal Kombat X introduced were the Revenants of the Earthrealm fighters. They were easily one of my favorite things that were introduced, and I was really excited about the idea of Liu Kang and Katana being the main villains of MK11, and MK11 being about the Earthrealm fighters with Dark Raiden versus the Netherrealm. I thought that was awesome, and I was excited for that. But we didn't even get that because Mortal Kombat 11 screwed everything up. This is honestly a big reason why I hate Mortal Kombat 11, and it's simply because what they did to the Revenants. I was expecting that they were going to make them the main villains, and you had to fight them, and even have some old characters show back up, like Striker, Sindel, and Smoke, show up at Revenants. But instead, we get a stupid time travel story, even though we already had one, which worked fine in Mortal Kombat 9. But it had a stupid time travel story, and a really dumb Titan woman changing time and all that, being the main villain. And Revenants become basically nothing but people who lose every fight they are in. Now, like many Mortal Kombat fans, I love the idea of having, like, Liu Kang, the champion of Mortal Kombat, change sides and become a Revenant, and having Raiden fight against him. And the idea of MK11 having Dark Raiden versus Revenant Liu Kang Katana was awesome, but no, we didn't even get that. Honestly, Chronica as the main villain in K11 was such a bad idea, along with the other bad ideas that Netherrealm just made for NK11. Also, I know this is definitely just me, but I would have loved to have my boy Striker back in the game. Back in Mortal Kombat and playable again, because he was in MKX, but he wasn't playable, which I hated, but I was fine with. But especially with MK11 kind of being like, okay, it's over for the Netherworld, I was expecting Striker to be back, but nope, he's not even in the game. Along with not even with some of the characters that didn't even die, aren't even in MK11. Like, come on. But like the Revenants are just jobbers who get beat up by everyone, and they're just henchmen to Chronica. It's like, come on, like what is their purpose other than just being there? I'm just repeating myself right now at this point, but I really hate what they did with the Revenants in Mortal Kombat, especially since they were really my favorite thing that Mortal Kombat X like made and brought up. And they really think I like the most out of the story mode, even though the story mode of MKX was so bad. The story was so bad at MKX. But the Revenants were my favorite part, and I'm so mad that they screwed it up so much. Like, come on, Netherrealm. Why did you have to screw really the best thing, the best new idea that you came up with? Why did you have to screw in the next game, in MK11? Like, every time I look at what the Revenants were, or really are in MK11, I just hate it. Because there could have been so much, I feel like, and it would be cool having Dark Raiden and Earthrealm was fighting against Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Kitana, Striker. And again, I know no one cares about Striker, but I do. But I really hate what they did to the Revenants. Like, I felt like there was some potential, but nope, Netherrealm ruined it. Good job, I guess.